A lot of things were happening. Sorry, I keep on looking at my phone because I'm trying to get on and see what's going on. All right, good. I can see my chat. So I'm just gonna wait a few minutes before I start really getting into my video. I'm sorry I didn't let anybody know. It's one of those kind of like last minute decisions where things are kind of chaotic. Hey, we have somebody on. How you guys doing? How you doing tonight? Excuse me. Ah, yes, it's that time of year where allergies and bronchitis kind of plague my life. Let me try to adjust myself because the camera is here and I'm on that side. But hey, from Colorado, how's it out there in Colorado right now? I mean, um, I've heard of snowstorms all across the northern part of the country. You know, a lot of it going on in New York, up in the Adirondacks, and then I don't know how's it doing over in the Rockies. Hey Sheila, glad you can make it. I'm sorry it's a little. I'm sorry it's late. Like I was saying, um, my day has been filled with just trying to keep busy and start the process of cleaning. Basically, I did the pantry. We were going to do the kitchen. We were going to go in the kitchen and purge some items and um, see if we could rearrange the kitchen. We did not get to that because um, a fourth party we were hoping would be able to make it could not. I'm actually doing a lot better kicking. I have been doing a lot of journaling, soul searching, and rest because I'm on two different medications for my psychological problems, and one of them I'm taking in the morning. And I will tell you this much: um, it really puts a kink in doing anything because for the better part of the day, up until maybe 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm just like and wanting to sleep. So I'm actually doing better. Um, Hello, Chris. Chris M. Why do I know that name? Maybe it's somebody else. I don't know. You're probably a lady. I'm thinking of a gentleman. Um, yes, my new meds are making me very sleepy. Um, Usually, I get up whenever the dog starts to wake us up. And sometimes I try to get the dog out of the bedroom so I can sleep for maybe another half an hour or so. But that's not always doing it right. Uh, you live. Okay, okay. I know who. All right, Chris. I know who you are now. I just my brain's not here. My brain is in and out lately. Excuse me if I sound like I've got a frog in my throat. It's post nasal drip because it's that time of year. Yay! Two times a year that I don't really like that much. Early spring and late fall, or early fall, because of all the pollen dispersing. All right, let's see here. Hey JD, nice to see you. Um, Ethel Reed, hi Jim, good to see that you are doing better. Hello everyone. Um, it takes a while for those meds to get fully effective. Yes, I do, Sheila. I'm just hoping that my body doesn't do what it used to do when I was younger, which was basically a week or two after starting the medication, my body goes, "This ain't gonna work no more." Um, but the doctor did give me while in hospital a higher dose. So I was only taking 5 milligrams of my anti anxiety whatever it was. He jacked it up to 10 milligrams, and I'm hoping that does not cause any problems like in the past. Because back in the early 90s, late 80s, they had me on a antipsychotic medicine called imipramine, if I remember correctly, and um, every so many months they were doing a blood draw to see how the medication was affecting my blood system, my heart and blood pressure and all that fun stuff. And then every so often they would increase it. And then within 3 months of taking this medication, they were like, "We have to take you off the medication." And I'm like, or not 3 months, excuse me, 6 months. Um, they're like, "We have to take you off the medication." And I was like, "Why?" And they're like, "Well, the toxicity level in your blood because of this medication is reaching critical, life threatening levels." And of course, back then, I was just like, and? Um, but nowadays, it's like, I've got a lot to live for, so I don't want that to happen again. So I'm just like listening to my doctor and trying to follow what he wants me to do. Um, so it's been a interesting ride so far. Well, I'm well. Sheila been doing a lot of praying for or friend James. Oh, thank you, Kickin. I know a lot of you guys are on my side, and that's, I mean, I really, really appreciate it. Um, so I thank you guys for it. Oreo is actually doing well. She's rambunctious, to say the least, and we're still having little accidents here and there, and we're doing all that we can to train her. We have found out that she does not like going outside in the rain. Um, the first time it actually rained here 2 days ago, I went to take her for a walk, and she went outside with me. And as soon as she stepped out off the back porch and started getting rained on, she turned around and ran for the door. So yeah, that's something we have to get her used to, because I need her to be able to go outside no matter what the weather is to do her business. Um, it's getting difficult for my back. Jerry's doctor, the Thursday, excuse me. Jerry's doctor Thursday told her that she needs to stop bending over. And my mom's back is limited as well. So if Oreo makes a mess, it takes a lot out of both of them to clean it up. But the one place I've been finding out that she's been going poo, instead of on the chucks or the wee wee pads, is on the mat in front of the back door, basically the door that leads out to our carport. So every so often when I come in the house, I have to watch for landmines, as we call them. Let's see. Sorry, I'm gonna go back a little bit. Let's see here. Hello, Irene. Yes, it's nice to be up and about, more active. Make sure you're taking time. I am taking. That's basically what I'm doing right now. Is taking time to myself. We did work around the house, or I did work around the house this morning because Jerry wasn't feeling good. So I did the one project that I wanted to do, which was a pantry, and then my body gave out because there was a lot of rearranging. And then we basically sat down, and none of us really knew what we wanted to eat. I didn't feel like, because we originally planned for today to do tomato soup and grilled cheese sandwiches, but my stomach was like, no, not unless you want to be camping in the restroom. Let's see here. Hi, Jan. Yes. Today I'm doing a live by myself. Tomorrow will be me and Jerry will be doing a live together, and then Sunday will be Jerry's coffee chat. I may not be in it, depending on how I feel. Let's see here. Crafty or cheap and thrifty. I'm sorry. Your dogs don't like the rain either. That's interesting. Um, JD, I'm on Jim's side. He's a sweet dude. Everybody likes Jim. Jim would be surprised how many are. Yeah, I would be. Um, our dogs love the snow though. Interesting. I've seen a lot of reels and whatnot with dogs jumping into the snow, especially the huskies. Huskies love snow. They're designed for it. But a lot of dogs that are short-haired or medium don't always like the cold. Let's see here. Um, yeah, we have. I have a scooper too that I use. Well, I got to start using outside. Might even be easier for Jerry or Mom inside. Um, uh, you guys are great. I mean, I love these little comments you guys are making towards me. Kicking, I'm actually starting to see my worth between the week in the hospital plus just little things going on, and there's a lot of little things that I've been looking at or reading that help me out. Let's see here what we got. I like the astrology. Okay, I might have missed something about astrology. Oh, I did. Um, yeah. Let's see here. Very true. Kicking. Hey, Jim. Becky, I'm actually doing a lot better. I've been taking time out every day for myself, even if it's just a half an hour to an hour to read something or journal. But I'm doing a whole lot better. Um, let's see, Jim, you have 47 viewers. See how many people will care about you. Yeah. Thanks, Sheila. Yeah, I just kind of they're bouncing in and out, but I had a feeling the people bouncing out are probably the people who are running from the positivity. Uh, my dog saw no snow this year. Yeah, we had a little bit of snow, but that was before we got Oreo. Um, yeah, mm, like I said, I got the puppy after it snowed, and it never snowed since then. It's rained, even though they said, "Oh yeah, we're supposed to get snow." No, it was rain. Hi Jesse, how you doing? Um, I've gotten. I want to talk about something real quick. And I know a lot of you guys have already told me about Diane. I'm not going there no more. I'm done with it. Um, I had gotten contacted by somebody else that wanted me to basically explain to Diane that I'm not like trying to trying to get into anybody else's business. But like I said on my video about the whole situation, is like I'm neutral. I'm neutral in the whole thing. Um, I don't care what happens between all the negative YouTubers and websites that if it's not on my front door, I ain't worried about it. You know, I I I don't need that stress. I don't need that kind of negativity. So I'm just like made my one video with the one about the whole thing, and that's it. I'm leaving it at that. Um, I'm trying to be happy. I don't need to be dragged back into some situation that I don't give a dang about, and it's not even about me. Um, and like a lot of you have said, I do not have nothing to prove to anyone. If there's anything to be proven, it's to myself, to my wife, and to God above. That's it. Let's see here. Dobbs. Sorry, I can't pronounce your first name. Yeah, we all deserve our happiness, not just me. But yeah, I'm doing whatever I can to the best of my ability to be happy and stay happy. I'm not gonna go looking for negative comments or negative bullshit from anybody else. I'm staying with my channel, my wife's channel, and that are my wife's channels, and that's it. Um, I, I'm I'm in the process of replanting, if you want to say that, my feet on the standing rock of God. Yes, I am still reading my Norse stuff, but I'm not going to follow it. Um, you know, it's old history, and I'm happy to know what I know and not go getting into negative stuff. I don't want to deal with negativity anymore. Let's see here. Jesse, I'm good. My cat had 4 babies last week. Is that 4? Because you put it as FOR, and I'm going to guess that you meant 4 as in the number 4, and that's great. I mean, I remember when I had a cat in Arizona, and she gave birth to, I think it was 3 to 5 babies, and we gave away all but 2. We kept a brother and a sister. I think Diane really cares about you. I think it is Jerry she has an issue with. I just wish you would stay away from the negativity. Sheila, I plan on it. I'm done. After my one video where I was explaining some things that was going on that I was approached about, that was it. I'm not getting dragged into it any further. Um, I'm not allying with anybody. I'm Team Henson. I'm sorry. I just don't need that kind of problems or garbage or whatever you want to call it in my life anymore. I was just watching Diane's live and she talked about good about Jim. I have to admit, well, I think Diane was appreciative of my last video where I just said I'm neutral. I'm not getting on anybody's side. I'm not siding with. I'm not. I'm not worried about it no more. I mean, I'm not going to get dragged into the middle of somebody else's problem. I got enough of my own. Becky, I'm glad you're staying away from that toxic shit. Yes, I am. Um, Sheila, I couldn't agree with you more on that. Okay. Sorry, autocorrect. Yes, 4. I figured it was an autocorrect, Jesse. Um, I like autocorrect sometimes, but sometimes it's like that's not the word. It's not what I'm trying to say. But autocorrect can be funny. I see here. I think she also cares about him. I think she dislikes Jerry, but I really think she is trying to help Jim. Um, well, Chris, I'm kind of on the fence on that on that thing. Like I said, if she wants to talk politely and whatnot, that's fine and dandy. That's great. But when people want to egg her on for negative reasons and whatnot, that's when I just kind of go, no, I can't. No, I'm not going to deal with it. It's not mine to deal with. I'm trying to figure out what that glow was behind me. Let's see here. My dog had 4 puppies, and I kept 2 runts. I got 4 dogs now. Mom, dad, and 2 kids. That's great, James. I mean, it's always nice to keep puppies, or at least one of the puppies, especially the runt, because you know the runts are gonna get, they're not gonna be looked at. They're just gonna be like, I don't know. But let's see here. Oh, hold on. Um, I think I think Dan truly was trying to help you, but yes, it's your decision on what to do with that. Like I said, Thrifty, if I look at it, it's just to see what's going on. And sometimes I make comments. Like her last, not before her live, she had a lot of people, a lot of her own people who were viewing her channel were like sorry that I had to go through what I went through and that kind of thing and felt for me. But that's great. I mean, I'm glad that people are trying to be more civil and more understanding and not being rude or attacking. Um, Sheila, just remember, Jim, this mental health journey is a marathon, not a sprint. You just have to take it one day at a time. Yes, true, true. I am taking it one day at a time. I am taking time to myself. Even though every so often Jerry has to remind me that I've been in here for 2 or more hours, taking more time away from us, which I also understand is it's a two it's a give and take. Okay, I have to understand that yes, I can take time for myself, but I also need to understand I can't take like the whole day because there's too much to do around here, and two, Jerry needs me, I need her, so Jay. Oh, I agree, Chris. Most people like Jim, even Diane. I don't know why. No, I'm just joking. I know I can be a fun-loving guy, but sometimes I'm just like, ah, don't know where to go. Um, I don't subscribe to Diane or Joey, but what I have seen, Joey is nutter than a fruitcake. Mm, yeah, I don't know what Joey's health issues are. She says she's having like she's having a cancer of some sort. Um, I don't know. I don't watch her channel, so I don't know what she's going through. But like I said, I don't pay attention to it. I don't know what's going on, so I'm just like I'm leaving it. I'm just like, no, no. It's none of my business. It's not part of me. Um, I disagree about trying to help Jim. Um, Becky, help what? Me helping Diane or anybody? No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. I just did it once, and that was it. Let's see here. I recently watched old videos of Diane's, and I do think she cares deep in her heart, but she and other have a lot of unanswered and very understandable questions about Jerry. Well, Kickin, we have tried to answer her questions. We've tried to show her proof, but for some reason, one reason or another, she thinks it's all fake, and that's fine. I did try to answer questions. I did try to make proof available, but then people wanted to say it was all fake, and we're scamming and lying, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm done. I agree with you, Jim. You definitely don't need the negativity. Yeah. Um, so it's taken me a while to get through the comments. But I am always Team Jim. I have watched Jim's channel for over a year now. Have I been on? Yeah, I have been on over a year. Well, thank you, Kicken. I know plenty of people who've been with me for at least a year or since I started my whole um, thing. Let's see here. Chatty Hag, I like Jim too, and I'm rooting for him. Thank you. Let's see here. That Joey is mean, a very disturbing person. She is. Yes, she is. And I kind of think she might have bipolarism in the extreme. So I don't know. But like I said, I'm not, you know. Back to Diane's channel. I'll watch this later. Actually, something dishes to do. Oh, you have dishes to do. I understand that. I had to do dishes earlier today. Let's see here. They think Diane could help out more. I'm not sure that she couldn't help. Um, she tried. I'll be honest. She does try when she can, but because of the restrictions the doctor has put on her, it's a little bit difficult for her to do. And I told her if she can at least take care, especially with the puppy when I'm not here, the rest of the house will be gotten to when I have a chance. I've told everybody basically, Mom, Lisa, and Jerry. I understand you guys have disabilities. You know, Jerry's got her cancer disabilities and her bone disabilities. Lisa has basically her one hip that she's waiting to get operated on has no bone, it has no socket anymore. The socket has literally the ball joint basically has literally worn down to nothingness. Um, so, but they all everybody here in the house tries to chip in one way or another. Even if I am doing or feel like I'm doing the bulk of the work, that's because I'm the healthiest out of the four of us. Lisa currently is not here. She is still in Texas visiting her granddaughter who just had her fifth birthday. Jim, they say being outside is good. You know what? Lately, I have been going outside. It's been cold. It's been a little chilly, a little windy. Today was a little rainy. I did go outside a couple times to try to get Oreo on a walk. The one time it started raining, so Oreo wanted nothing to do with it. The other times, she'll go out there and she'll get a whiff of something and just her nose is up in the air and she's like, "Oh, what is this?" And looking out towards the field because that's where the wind is coming from. So she could be smelling all kinds of things from the field. Let's see here. Don't forget those. Okay, thank you, Jesse. Um, Thrifty. Are there any dog parks near you? You know what? That's the funny thing is, there is not any dog parks here in the town of Rolla. There's plenty of parks. I just don't know how many people bring their dogs. So unfortunately, no. Let's see here. Lily, I think Jerry needs to do another shame on me, shame on you video. Um, I would love to know why. Um, let's see here. Oh, Goldie, here. I thought I saw you on here. People that really care for and respect you would not be tarnishing your wife. Take care of yourself and don't worry about anyone else. Goldie, that's basically what I learned in hospital that I have to focus more on my welfare as much as I focus on Jerry's welfare. So Jerry has been really supportive of me getting time to myself so I can keep from emotional or mental overload. So we are working together on that. As for my wife, yeah, this. if they respect me, they should respect my wife. Yes, I totally agree on that. Joey was involved in all the organization that wasn't invited to your home. Um, okay. Um, I don't see how Joey was involved with organizing anything in my home. Um, she might have been part of the problem that's occurred, but otherwise, hmm. Jim, does Jerry help you as much as she actually can? I doubt it is an outsider. I I doubt it as an outsider. She seems kind of mean to you. JD, it's a really fine line between her being mean and her just trying to get me to understand. Um, I don't really think she's mean. I think what it is she sometimes is a little harsh with her words or her um, I don't know what the word is I'm thinking of, but my problem, which Jerry kind of knows, and she tries. I don't want to say she tries to use it against me. I think she tries to use it as a way to help me understand her needs or what I should be doing by her standards. But we have gotten to talk about that lately, and um, she realizes that she has to maintain calm while trying to talk to me because the tone of her voice or the volume of her tone um, sets me off. It's a trigger. So she's kind of learning of that. Hello, Margaret. Glad to see you here. Um, so it's one of those like trying to um, understand how I perceive things that causes me or even other people from the outside to seem like she's being mean. Let's see, Southern Belle. I'm happy you are focusing on yourself. Your mental health is very important. By addressing dental, dental situation, it will improve your health. Jim, you are worth it. Drive to the big city. Um, I haven't really thought about my dental health lately. Nothing hurts, so the thing with my dentures or my dent, not my dentures, my teeth is I have very strong roots but very poor enamel on my actual teeth. So the roots are good. It's just the enamel is piss poor. But yeah, it's one of the many things I need to do. Let's see here. You should take Oreo to a dog park. Well, if I knew of a dog park in Rolla, I probably would. Just so not only could Oreo, be around other dogs, because right now she's around cats that don't want nothing to do with her. Um, let's see here. Jim, what's in the tall brown bottle behind you to the left? Oh, I totally forgot about those. Those were originally bottles of Vikings Blood mead from Norway. They were my most expensive mead purchase. But right now they're being used to hold full moon chaos water. Now, what I mean by this is the full moon that I gathered the water for those particular bottles was on a blood moon. Now, if you get water during a full moon, during a blood moon, it's considered chaos water. It's not something you want to drink, and it's really I don't even know why I have it because I don't have any usage for it. But that's basically what's in those bottles. Um, let me see here, Team Jimmy. I haven't been called Jimmy in a long time. Wow. Ah, last time I was called Jimmy was back in the '90s when I was still in Arizona, because my father's sister-in-law, my aunt, basically, and all my cousins from that side of the family call me Jimmy. They're a little bit older than me. I think Matt, my cousin Matthew, and my cousin Susan are a good 10 to 12 years older than I am, maybe more. Um, let's see here. Does your local car wash have a puppy wash? I've heard of those, but I have not seen that here in Rolla. I think actually the one place I remember seeing it, because they were more pet friendly than the Midwest, was back in 2010 when I was in Yellowstone National Park working with Summer, and I took a trip with some friends into Bozeman, Montana, and we decided to take a tour of downtown Bozeman. And in downtown Bozeman, they had these stops, basically these stands. And what they were is you can tie up your dog and put some kibble in a bowl and go on inside one of the stores and do your shopping and then come back out and get your dog. Or I knew of a store in Bozeman where if you tied up the dog, a lot of times one of the coworkers or one of the workers of this one particular record shop, old school records, would come out and pour some water and some kibble in two different dishes for any of the dogs that were out there. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to move to Bozeman, because they are very dog friendly. But yes, they did have a place that you can go take your dog in there and have your dog washed. Um, but it wasn't connected to a car wash. It was, I can't remember what it was, but it was not a car wash. Um, I might have to look at one of my car washes that are still here in Rolla, because the one I used to take my car to is no longer in operation. Um, so, are you showing? Oh, okay. Um, we have a dog wash in a store called Chow Hound here, where you take them in a room and they have everything you need to bathe them. Oh, that's neat. That's all right, Chris. I've done that myself a couple times. Let's see here. Lily, She made phone calls. Remember the fire department showed up? Fire department. I don't remember the fire department. I remember the police showing up. Like our very first live session, the police basically came to our door and, you know, asked if they can come in because they got a phone call of my wife, me beating my wife. And I was like, what the, you know? So, let's see here. I love seeing Jim kiss Jerry. He kisses her like he means it. Yes, I do. I know Jim truly loves her. She seems bossy. My wife helps, but she's meek, and I feel like the boss, the head of the household. Um, well, JD, James, I keep on flipping flopping. I would say the head of the household is my mom, but my mom is very meek. She's very shy. She's not really a people person. She's a true introvert. So when I'm not here, Jerry's basically, I wouldn't say in control, but she's the one who watches over mom and Oreo in the house. When I come home, we switch, you know. So it's one of those things. It's like it is a give and take relationship. And after my stay in the hospital, when I came home, I'm like, look, honey, we have to start agreeing with things. We have to start truly talking to each other about everything that happens in our life, because this whole she said he said. She can go out and go spend money while I'm sitting here wondering when I'm going to get the chance to spend money. No, that kind of thing is stopped. We're talking to each other. We're working with each other on the budget. We're no longer doing this. Let's sneak behind each other's back to see who can outspend the other person. That kind of stuff. No, that's stopped. Um, Hi, Jim. Great to see you live tonight. Wishing you the absolute best. Thank you very much, um, Roseberg, Rosenberg. There's two Lilies in here now, and one of them has a last name. So, let's see here. Love that my husband handles his manly duties without me having to tell him what I need him to do. I take care of my duties and he does his. There is no need for. Um, well, kicking, I do agree, except for on one situation. I have a bad memory and I easily get distracted. I have, because of ADD and ADHD, I get distracted easily and forget stuff. So sometimes, Jerry ends up reminding me several times. And by the time I realize that it needs to be done, it sounds like she's being rude or bossy. It's more me than her, to be very honest. I have always said it might not necessarily be what you say to a person, but how you say it. That's the truth, Chris. That's the thing that I've been trying to work with Jerry on. Because, like, you can say anything you want to me, but the tone and the attitude is what turns me off. It just, shuts me down. What's the water for? Um, Okay, the water, if I use regular, like on this side, you'll see a couple bottles. Um, the water can be used for, basically, they were used as components for some of the positive energy spells that I wanted to work with. I did not realize when I collected this particular moon water in these two bottles that it was chaos type energy because of the moon. What did your dad call you? My father called me Jimmy because let me explain this to you. When he was growing up, his name was on his birth certificate James Daniel Henson, but the entire family called him Jimmy until he reached a certain age. It became me as being Jimmy as a child, but once my father passed away, I requested to be called Jim because my father was gone and I was at in my teens, Jimmy just started sounding a little too childish. Um, let's see, Sheila, I am so glad you did this live tonight. It's good for you and good for us to show you some support. Thank you very much, Sheila. I do feel supported. I do feel the love. Um, yes, I love hanging around Jim. He's a good dude. He's got a huge heart. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I had a dream while in hospital. Unfortunately, I was not able to do these things in hospital because I couldn't have my phone. But I had this dream that I created a giant, like, not really housing situation, but more like a live-in Renaissance type village. And most of, if not all of you guys that I know really good, were there working the village, working the Renaissance for this area, for what we call the South Central Missouri. Um, it was kind of fun. So it's just one of those weird dreams. Um, Not a good idea to share bowls. Our dogs got kennel cough after sharing a water bowl at a dog park. I never heard of that, Rebecca. I'm pretty sure the people in Bozeman, Montana, were maintaining the cleanliness. Um, what do you have planned for Saturday? Well, Saturday here in Raw is supposed to be the St. Patrick's Parade, sponsored by UMR or S&T, whatever they want to call themselves nowadays. Um, Jerry wants to go. I don't. The reason why I don't want to go is because last time I went to one of those, it was a nightmare. Not only was it a nightmare trying to find parking, but to walk from where you got the park to where the parade was, and then standing through the parade was just like, no, I ain't doing that again. Um, so it was, it was just one of those things where I was like, but Jerry wants to go. Her home health aide and family are going. So if anything, I might just drive up there, drop her off, find out where they're dropping each other off or whatnot, and drop her off. So it's one of those kind of things. It's kind of up in the air right now. If I go, a lot of YouTubers had that problem with the police showing up for their lives for a while. A sick practical joke. No one, not one bit funny. Yeah. Let's see here. Jim needs to plan some fun, not just work. Something he loves doing that not work at all. My wife is more like your mom. Okay. Um, I do have a few fun things planned out. My journaling, I consider that fun. I don't consider it work. A few other things that I do in here, just to be in a place by myself. I try to, have fun. Um, what I'd like to do without having to worry about the dog or anything like that is be able to start playing video games and not have the dog in my face. Luckily, I don't have any wired controllers, so she won't have anything to bite on. Did you get blocked from Diane's live? I didn't even go check it, so I don't know. I didn't even know she was doing a live, and I'm not worried about it. I'm not, you know, I don't really want to go into it and whatnot. Let's see here. Jim needs to get in his van alone and go van camping like he dreams of doing. He needs to fill his dreams. Desires to fill his dreams. Kicking. I had not talked to my wife about that, but I was thinking about doing that next weekend. Is just clean out the van, put a sleeping bag and mats and some food, and just go to like we've got Merrimack Springs. That's not too far away. There's several different campgrounds that I can go to. Um, but I know Jerry would want to go with me, so it's kind of like one of those. Do I take her with me or do I go alone? Because maybe that's one of the things I need every so often is just a night of being alone. Even if I'm camping out in the driveway, at least I'm alone. Um, I don't have to worry about the dog trying to do whatever. So yeah, I definitely think being a team when it comes to finances is important. That's exactly what we're doing. Right now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if Jerry wants me to say anything, but I am. We are working with a debt consolidator so we can get our debt paid off. Um, and it doesn't cost us that much. I mean, I'm not exactly sure how much it's costing us a month, but I know it's more. I know it's doesn't take up all our money, so we still have a little bit of money for our usual things. That's not in the debt consolidation, which is basically the house bills. What's in debt consolidation is our personal bills, and as everything gets paid off, we're going to get rid of a number of those cards. Yeah, I do not know, but probably people there don't like me, but oh well. Yeah. Are you going to keep building your apothecary? Yes. Um, I have not seen anything in the Bible that says that you cannot have an apothecary for health reasons or positive reasons. The only thing I know is um, basically for yeah, positive, just positive energy. Um, but yeah, I'm still working on my apothecary. Let's see here. Don't blame yourself for having a bad memory. I'm sorry to say that doesn't mean you need to be bossed. Wives should talk to their husbands like a husband, not a child. Yeah, I understand, Sheila. Um, that's what I figured, Mr. Jim. Okay. Um, I agree when Jerry talks to you like a child makes me feel sad. Yeah, it's something we're working on, and she's doing really good about it right now. At least I don't know if she's saying anything negative or childlike towards me on her videos, but we're working on it. It's like life is a work in progress. So she talks at him, not to him. Yeah. Let's see here. Kicking they don't like the truth. She blocked me a long time ago. I'm guessing you're talking about Diane um, on that part. Mm-hmm. Okay. Huh. Yeah, I don't think I am missing much on Diane's channel. Let's see here. I was in Jim's village. Oh, yeah. I have some weird dreams. Um, Especially when I find a group of people I can get along with and talk with without feeling like I have to tiptoe through the tulips or anything like that. Um, Being ourselves without issues. I start having dreams where either I meet those people or we're doing something fun together, something like that. I have always told my husband he is the head of the household, but I'm the neck. And I can turn his head to my way of thinking. That is funny, Chris. That is really funny. Uh, Jim, you need a real friend, a man to hang out with and do man things. Maybe try to find someone to be friends with outside of your home life. I've been trying kicking. I have really been trying, but because of my personality and whatnot, sometimes it's hard for me to sit down and try to make friends with people face to face because I end up either becoming a little introvert or unfortunately what's happened in the past and I'm trying to stop it is I start telling tall tales. So yeah, that's one of my big problems with dealing with people face to face. Um, there is one guy that I work with. I've worked with him for a while. I would love to get to know him and be friends with him and his family outside of the house. Um, but right now, it's more about work than socializing. Uh, I love camping. I've been camping before as a teenager, as a child. Well, preteen, before my father passed away. But after, yeah, I went camping a couple times after my father passed away with a group in Arizona called PWP, Parents Without Partners. And they would have family events like camping. And then they'd have teen events like, dances and stuff like that. So, yeah, I love camping. I want to go. I want to go again. Um, I just my biggest worry with camping right now with me, just me alone, is I don't think I could do a tent. Um, Trying to get up off the ground here at the house when I'm doing projects is hard enough as is. I don't see me sleeping on the ground, hard ground, even with all my pads and whatnot, and getting off the ground without like listening to my body, snap, crackle, and pop. Oh, by the way, we have been married almost 43 years, so his household and my neck are working well together. That's good. Jim, Jerry is not physically ready to go camping with you. Yeah, I know. Do it if it is nice. Go camping by yourself. I think that would do you a world of good. Yeah, you know what, Sheila, I'm thinking about that. Um, Jerry really wants to go, but until her doctors give her the go for bending, especially bending her at her waist, I don't think she should be going camping. That and the fact are the just the uncomfortableness, even if you've got padding and whatnot, it can be uncomfortable. Let's see here. Have you all called to find out about a marriage counsel? I have a number that I need to call. Um, we are trying to do that. I'm just, I don't know why I have to do the calling, but she's put it on my shoulders. It just might, Miss Sheila. Okay. My husband passed away in 2011. I have stayed alone since, and I love it. I have gotten comfortable with just me and my fur babies, two dogs, two cats. Well, Lily, I'm glad you made it through. And are happy with it. I don't even want to think about losing Jerry right now because um, I just don't know what direction I will go. If I'll remain single or find somebody else, I don't know. Well, I'll say this much. I'll say this much. I am not that I'm not that I want Jerry out of my life, but I'm just hoping that if I go looking after she passes away, it's some nice lady from somewhere in Europe who's willing to bring me into her life and get me out of the U.S. Not that I don't like the U.S. It's just I don't know why. Um, unless I stay in the states and find somebody who lives in Montana who needs a partner, um, because of maybe she's a single lady with a nice spread of land. I don't know. I'm just pipe dreams. Um, let's see here. I agree. Just get up and do what you want, Jim. Nobody likes it. Well, that's not your problem. Everyone you live with are adults and can fend for themselves for a couple of days uh, you're making you happy. Um, yeah. Uh, I agree with you, kicking. I really do. But I mean, when I got out of the hospital, Jerry was telling me how it was slightly difficult for her because trying to take care of mom, trying to take care of the dog, trying to take care of herself. And I almost want to say, "Welcome to my world. I've got a part-time job and I take care of everybody here at the house. You now got a taste of what I deal with." But I didn't do that. Um, uh, how long have I been on here? Ooh, almost an hour. I might have to get off soon. Let me just quickly peruse some of your. Let's see here. I can't believe you mentioned telling tall tales. I just finished the first chapter of that book I told you about, The Power of Positivity, and it talks about why people tell tall tales. Okay, that's interesting there, Sheila. Um, has anyone read The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale? I just started reading it and think it may be good for Jim. It comes from a Christian standpoint. Cool. Go and sit by a fire and take you some good snacks. Oh yeah. Sheila, why do they? Question mark. Positive thinking sounds like a plan. Yes, it does. Um, I'm not happy he is gone. It was unexpected. Yeah, those are the worst when they're unexpected. He went ice fishing and fell through, and oh man, that is the worst. That is one of the hardest ways to go when you're leaving people behind, because it's just like, you know, why did this have to happen type deal. Let's see here. I apologize for not getting back to you, but yes, I have a tiny, tiny belly bump. Baby belly, okay. Um, that is what I thought too, Jim. I'm totally on your side. Uh, belly and baby belly sounds precious. Yes, it does. Okay. Sheila. Okay. I don't see married nowadays. Yeah, that is a problem nowadays, Chris. A lot of people just, I mean, at the drop of a hat, or when things start getting difficult, they want a divorce or they want separation. And I'm gonna finish up here real quick. Sorry, folks. The the problem with a lot of young people nowadays is, um, and I know I could have like, oh, Jerry's got cancer. I can't deal with this and get up and go. Don't know where I'd go because we're in my mom's house. But there's been a couple of times where Jerry basically, um, and this is right about the time cancer started. Jerry basically said, if this is too difficult for you, I'll understand if you decide to leave. And I went, nope. One, I made a vow. I made a vow in front of God, my family, in a church, that no matter what, we're sticking together. Yes, granted, I lost my cool not too long ago and wanted to give up, but no, I'm going to stay in it for the long run. Um, let's see here. Don't give up. You will find a friend. Yeah, I'm not gonna give up on. I don't give up that easily. I'm too stubborn. Um, I know, Sheila. You guys are here for me, and I'm hoping. Yeah, I have a feeling that when that book gets here, that you said you were going to send me. I just want to let a cat out of the bag. I'm sorry. Uh, I probably will set all my other books aside and read that one first and foremost, even though I've got a bunch of different books that I've got stacked up or lined up to read. I think that one will be like the most important one to read right now. Uh, hey y'all, it says there are 93 people in here. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Thanks, Chris. Um, thank you, Margaret. Jim, I have an email you. I've emailed you. Have you gotten my email? I don't know, Kickin. My emails get a little screwy. Um, do you know if you sent it to AOL or Gmail? Because I do have both those accounts. Most of the AOL would be the best one to send it to because that's the one I read the most. Um, Vows that God matter to Jim. He's got a soft heart. Yeah, yep, I do. 43 years, I didn't really believe in divorce unless there is abuse. I'm the same way, Sheila. I don't. Divorce to me is, um, sorry if anybody's had a divorce, but to me, divorce is the coward's way out. Um, and I think that's the problem with today's generation. There's not enough men, especially men, who do their best to stay married. Now, unless there was abuse or she slept on him or vice versa, yes, I can understand a divorce. But if there's no abuse and you just can't handle it, I would suggest go seeing a psychiatrist or a counselor or something like that. Don't just give up. Um, no, it's not. No, it's no secret. Anybody can know I am sending you that book. It should get there tomorrow. Okay. Hope you will give it a chance. Of course. Um, I like to read, so anything is going to get a chance with me. Uh, let's see here. We are here to back him up and lift him up. Thank you, Thrifty. Let's see here. um, I could forgive my wife for almost anything. I love her and need that lady. Yep. Um, I think that's what I think that is like one of the main. Well, I shouldn't say main, but I mean, if you look at it from a biblical sense. Okay, God did make man first, but God took a rib from a man from Adam to create Eve because man and woman are supposed to be together for life. And divorce is one of those things that it's like if you were to rearrange or add, not rearrange, but add to the Ten Commandments, I think one of the Ten Commandments is thou shalt not divorce. Um, you know, that's just me, but yeah, whatever. Um, let's see. Rebecca, you say he sprung a divorce on you starting over at 50. Does that mean you guys are remarrying or you're by yourself trying to start all over? If you don't want to answer, that's fine, Danny. That might be a little too prying. Um, well, get used to it, JD. I might be doing more of it, especially if my plans that I have for Saturday night, Sunday morning go the way I want it to. Because I think Sunday night I'm going to come in here and start studying the Bible, studying some more out of the Bible, or actually, maybe I don't know, um, reading the Lost Books of the Bible book. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just reading some of these comments real quick. Um, okay, yeah, I've been on this. Whoa, over an hour. So I'm gonna go ahead and start shutting down so I can spend some time with my wife before we go to bed. Um, I'm sorry for anybody who Rebecca, your divorce. I'm sorry about that. It's a shame. Truth, since I did catch your message, it's not that she hurt herself, but the week that I was gone, uh, in hospital, basically, she had to do a lot of cleaning up and picking up and feeding the puppy and feeding the cats and things like that. And Thursday she had an appointment. This is still Friday, right? Yeah. Yesterday she had an appointment, and the doctor, basically her spine doctor, said no more bending, no more extreme bending. So she's not bedridden. She's just been told, no, don't overdo it. Quit overdoing it, basically. Um, okay, marriage is not easy. It is a lot of work, patience, and understanding. I agree with you, Sheila. I mean, my wife and I have gone through a lot of different things. And I'll be honest with you. I mean, I when I get cornered, or I feel like I'm being cornered, or I feel like not really being attacked, but I just feel like things are all wrong. I want to run. That's the way I was throughout my youth. If things weren't kosher in my mind, I wanted to run or just leave it alone. Um, it has taken the first 10 years of our marriage to understand that there's no running. If you've got a problem, you need to deal with it. You can't run away from it. Especially if you're going to keep married, you have to learn to work with your partner and do the right things. Good night, JD. I'm going to be signing off shortly. Yeah. Right now, since the cruise is not until May, the only thing that we're worried about is because it's a big boat. How's Jerry Ann gonna get around? Is she going to rent a scooter or what? Um, so I am staying strong. You know, I get up every morning. I put on my pajama pants and take my morning meds and do my well, and do my morning routine, which is get up, go to the bathroom. But I have been basically when I get up to go to the bathroom, I look myself in the mirror and say, "You're going to put your best foot forward. You're going to deal with things one at a time, one moment at a time. Don't worry about the future. It will come to you when it's time. Just try to live your life without being negative or allowing negative to be a part of it." Um, well, just Heather, thank you. I tried to say something last week, and I don't know if it went through or not, but I'm going to be trying to do videos every day. I have to remind myself. In fact, I've got an alarm to remind myself to as soon as I'm done with the video. So basically, my alarm is set for about 2 p.m. So once I'm done with the video, which I try to do as soon as I wake up, um, to put it on to put it out there on YouTube so you guys can see it. Um, so hopefully, I'll be getting more of those out, which will help me while you're viewing it. It helps me generate revenue. And I don't know why some people think that was me e-begging or something like that. No, you guys watch the video and I get money. That's how it works. It's not me going, "Oh, pay me," or anything like that. Um, so, food for thought. Um, Tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, and I don't know how we're going to do things. If because St. Patrick's Day stretches throughout the whole day. There's events all day. Um, okay, thanks, guys. I know you guys will watch whatever I put out there. But Sunday, Saturday night, Sunday morning, I'm going to try to do some Bible stuff. I think what I'm going to do is read something Saturday night, jot down my notes, and do a vlog with Bible stuff. Um, So things are going to be. I'm going to be trying to progress forward in the into. Yes, today is St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to be moving forward to put out more positive energy and bring more positive energy in. So I know you guys are going to work with me. I know you guys are going to watch, and I'm very thankful for it. I'm out of breath, talking too much. But anyhow, yes, I'm gonna try to sleep well. I will see you guys. You know, definitely be having another live on Friday, but you will see me hopefully almost every day. So until next time, you guys have a good night. Enjoy your holiday. Go have fun. Bye.